Welcome to Screen It or Stream It, where we take a look at a video that's currently out in theaters versus one you could stream at home and try to decide which one should you go with. In theaters right now is John Wick 2. If you haven't seen the John Wick franchise, the original one starts with John being a hitman who is no longer wanting to be a hitman, but he gets dragged back into it through various means. And he has to go out and seek vengeance against, all of those people that drug him back in. John Wick 2's kind of more of the same. When it starts, he doesn't want to be a hitman anymore, but he has to be because of circumstances beyond his control. Beyond that, it's pretty much just an action movie. Lots of shooting, lots of explosions, lots of people getting shot in the face. Best description I can come up with, it's a symphony of violence throughout the entire movie. If you like that sort of thing, and I do, it makes it a really cool, really fun action film to watch. It's John seeking vengeance and shooting people, and doing it in a great, really neat, really cool style. A natural comparison for John Wick 2 would be John Wick 1, but that's just too easy. So I want to compare John Wick with the Boondock Saints. If you haven't seen the Boondock Saints, it's the story of two brothers who get dragged into an all-out war with the Russian mafia. They end up having to fight their way through man after man after man, and they're perfectly fine with that. It's a good story, really great character development. It's got some comedy, lots of action, and lots of violence, and we like violence. John Wick and the Boondock Saints, to me, are a natural comparison. They're extremely good action movies, and that's what they're all about, action. John Wick shooting people, blowing up left and right. Boondock Saints shooting people, blowing up left and right. So what's the difference? John Wick, to me, is a more stylized violence. It's more a pure action movie. We're on a mission, we're shooting things, works out good. Boondock Saints, on the other hand, has a little more comedic elements in it. If you've seen the movie, you know the exploding cat. If you haven't seen the movie, that's hilarious. There's all kinds of comparisons you can make between the violence, between the blood, between the gore. I think the main difference between the two is really going to be the plot. John Wick, it has a plot somewhere, I'm sure. It's not really that great of a plot, but it doesn't have to be. It is such a good action movie, it doesn't need that hardcore story. Now Boondock Saints, on the other hand, you get that action, but it's a really good story. It's really good character development. You love those characters by the time it's over. You're going to quote it over and over and over again. So if you had to make the hard decision, do I drive to town, spend my hard-earned money on John Wick 2, or do we stay home and stream, possibly have to rent Boondock Saints? Which one do you go with? If you've not seen either one, I'm gonna have to lean towards Boondock Saints. It's a good action movie either way. Boondock Saints just gives you a little bit more. John Wick is a great action movie. The Boondock Saints is a great movie. Even if it didn't have the action and the violence, which we like, it would still be a great movie. So, tough decision. I like both of them. You can't go wrong either way if you're a fan of action. They're going to be great. I'm gonna lean towards Boondock Saints.